guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing basically what you should know as a beginner, or what I learned as a beginner lash tech. Hey guys, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys what you need to know as a beginner and what I've learned as a beginner lash tech. And yeah, let's get into the video. And we're gonna be doing some hookah while we get into these questions, y'all. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, and waist trainer. Yeah, let's get your waist trainer, ladies. Y'all see me like stomach weird. The Instagram will be linked down below, you guys. It's giving real snatched, real. Okay. So the number one, as I'm reading my notes off the phone because I wrote them down to say it to you guys. But number one, it's expensive. You have to spend money to make money. It takes time. Products and glue and tweezers and everything is expensive. And when you first start out, it's like you're really like you're gonna go through a whole pack of lashes like on one client, and it's not cheap. You want to give your clients quality products. You don't want to use just anything or cheap products on your clients, because it's going to tell in your work, it's going to show, and you can definitely see the difference between quality lashes and low quality lashes. So third one, it's okay to start home based. Don't rush into a suite, don't rush into a shop if you don't have to, and definitely don't rush into a storefront, guys. When I first started out, I was home based for about 2 years. I was home based for 2 years. I was very comfortable and I was good where I was at. But it was time to upgrade in a different environment, a different vibe for my clients. So I then proceeded to get my own suite. But getting your own suite, y'all, it's gonna cost you. It's being a lash tech is expensive. So if you don't gotta rush, you guys,
$260.
don't rush. Okay, number 4. When you first started out, do not compare yourself to others. When I first started out, I didn't really compare myself because I knew I was just beginning. And I know it was people that was started way before me, 2 years in, 3, 4 years. And of course, their work is going to be way different than mine because I'm a beginner and I'm just starting. I'm just learning the tricks and the tips to everything, or how to go about certain things. So never compare yourself to others. And don't get discouraged when you see others work, because it's not going to be the same. Everybody does not lash the same. Everybody's technique is not the same. So just find what's best for you and find your look and stick with it. Number 6. Hold on. Okay, next one. Your sets are gonna, when you first start out, of course your sets are going to take at least 4 hours, 2 hours each eye when you're first starting out. Do not expect to come in as a lash tech and just take 1 hour, 2 hours. That is not going to work. Not going to work, you guys. Literally, like, you have to sit there and practice in order to get better. Each eye is gonna at least take you 2 hours. So don't get discouraged if your sets are taking 4 hours or more to complete, because that's a part of the process. Like, that's just what goes with it. Like, you can't cut around the corners, beat the game or anything. It takes 4 hours, you guys. Sets are gonna take long. Do not get discouraged by that. It will get better with time. As you take a client, say your first 10 clients in 4 hours, and then you're gonna get better because you know what technique you're using, how you want to go about your sets, and you're getting hip to what you have to do. So do not get discouraged if your sets take too long. And don't rush the process. We want to see your growth. Like, you'll see the growth yourself. It'll be better. It'll, even for you, not for other people. If you see a growth, that's all that matters. Say you take 4 hours for your first 10 clients, and your next 10 is going to be 3 hours. Next 10, 2 hours. It goes down by, it just goes down, you guys. So don't rush it. You want to see your growth. We want to see your growth. It gets better with each client, and I promise you. Okay, don't get discouraged. Your glue and room temperature matters. Like, the glue has to match your atmosphere. It has to match where you're lashing at. That's why you get you a thermostat to match up your glue with your room. Your humidity and your temperature definitely matters, you guys. So make sure you're matching that up, because when I first started out, I'm not even gonna lie, my retention wasn't where I wanted it to be. Like, it was lasting maybe a week, and lash extensions should be lasting at least 3 weeks, you guys. 3 to 4 weeks. And when I first started, like, my retention was like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was going crazy. I was trying to try out all these different products. I was online doing my research on why it wasn't working. And that's another thing when you picking that goes into one of my other ones. When you're picking a teacher, make sure they're telling you everything. Like when I first started out, I didn't even know anything about retention or the humidity. The temperature in the room has to match with the glue. She just literally gave me like, this is where you get your glue, and that's just it. I was asking her like, oh, like my lashes are not lasting, and like nobody was. She was my teacher that I had took a class with, was just not telling me what was going on. So I literally had to go do my own research. My journey, I had to figure out a whole bunch of other ways how to get my retention to be better than what it was, because people lashes were not lasting, they were falling off. And thank God I like came into the lash game when I did. Like when lashes first was just like getting there is when I started doing lashes. So you know, everybody wasn't really hip to like lashes as much as they are now, so that was a good thing. And you'll get more support from strangers than you will with your close friends or your family, and that's totally okay. Some people don't want you to play in their eyes. Some people don't even want, some people are just not going to support you. And don't feel discouraged by that, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Strangers will support you, and those strangers will get you very far in life. Those connections will get you very far in life. So it's okay if your family members and the people you're close with does not support you, y'all. Do not get discouraged by that either. When you're doing like volume lashes, your tweezers matter, and the grip on your tweezers definitely matter. All that plays a part in how your sets will come out, and your timing of your sets, like your tweezers, you guys. So keep that in mind for when you first start doing volume. The next one is, that went into my other, one of my other ones was, be careful who you choose as a teacher. Who's going to mentor you, it matters, because like I was telling you guys, my mentor, my teacher, she did not tell me the background of what I needed to know, and then she just did not give me any like mentorship afterwards. Like I had to figure everything out on my own, and I had to literally learn on my own. So that's why I was really heavy on I was not taking a second course, because my first teacher like scarred me. She didn't want to teach me anything I needed to teach. She didn't answer any of my questions that I had afterwards. Like, why is my retention bad? Like, what is humidity? Do you mean the temperature of the glue has to, like, I literally had to figure this out on my own as I was going, you guys. So just do your research on your teachers and your mentors. And speaking of teachers, I'm having a lash class February 26th, $300, and you're gonna learn everything that I didn't learn, that I learned on my way, like on my journey. You guys will be learning my tips and tricks, so don't miss it. Deposits are $80, and yeah, you can't beat that price. So my next one is, it literally takes months to see growth. Like, do not rush the process. Again, you guys, don't rush the process. Take your time, and the growth will come, and you'll see your sets getting better, I promise. Another thing that I didn't know when I was becoming a lash tech, and when I figured I wanted to take my business really serious, was once you become serious with your lash job, like I'm a full-time lash tech, so this is my job, like full-time 24/7. Like you have to do your backgrounds on your LLC, your EIN, taxes, and all the extra stuff plays a part in your business, because you're taking it serious now. So you have to become more serious later down the line. You don't have to rush that as well. Just know that when you become a lash tech and you want to take it serious, you're gonna have to do the LLCs, the license, and all the extras later down the line. It's not a rush, but just keep that in mind. And as you're getting better with your work and you're growing and you see yourself growing, you can charge your worth. This is another thing. I see ladies like first starting a business, and they're like charging what a lash tech that's been in the game for 2 years now is charging. Like, you can't do that. Like, if you know your retention is good, if your isolation is good, and your sets are good and your quality is good, then you can charge as much, you know. But when you're first starting off and you want to get those clients, that clientele, those clients coming in, make sure you're charging a reasonable price for when you're first starting off. But when you see your growth, you can start charging your worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, Of course, time is, money, and, our work is good. But let's be reasonable here. When you first starting off, make sure you're charging. When I first started off, I was doing like $50 sets and sales just to get the clientele. Be reasonable with your prices, y'all, when y'all first starting off, because there's no reason why I should be seeing y'all charge as much as somebody that's been here for like 2 years already. It's crazy. As you go on, charge your worth. So when you get there, and I'm saying charge your worth, that means when you're like, when I said the retention, isolation, placement, everything is, is good, you can start charging what you need to charge. But before that, just ease your way into it, okay? Another thing, you're on the clock. When you become serious about your business, you're on the clock 24/7. You're not getting no breaks. You try to have a day off, it's like you always finding yourself researching things, saying, should I do this for my business? Should I do that? You're looking things up for your business. You're like, it's just never a break. So it's totally different than having a 9 to 5. You literally, like, this is a 24/7 job. Like, I don't know, they just think it's like it's just you own your own business, and just like, no, having a 9 to 5 is actually better. Like, you can clock in at 9 and get off at 5, and somebody's telling you what to do, you just do it, and that's it. But when you own your own business, y'all, you are literally on the clock 24/7. You have to answer your clients. You have to make sure everything's stocked up. You have to make sure everything's running smoothly. You have to make sure your availability is. It's just a lot. You're on the clock 24/7, and it's just never really a day off, y'all. You always have to answer somebody, and it's just, yeah. Huh?
No.
Yes, you do. Last but not least, y'all, do not fuck up the re-up money. Don't spend your money you're making from your business, y'all. That was my issue when I first started off. Like, I was balling out with I was having clients back to back. That's one thing with my business. I really never, it's like I had to build clientele, but like where I lived at, everybody was just like fucking with me already, and lashes was just getting popping. So it was just like, okay, like, I do not fuck up the re-up money. That was my issue. The re-up money is to, when you get that money, it's to invest in your business and buy more products, invest in other things. Do not fuck up the real money. Like, y'all see us, we be balling out buying the shoes, the bags, the trips. And don't get me wrong, when you see lash techs in the game 2 years, 3 years, like, they're just enjoying the fruits of their labor. But when you're first starting out, that was my problem. Like, I was just balling out. I was having clients back to back, and I was just splurging. I was spending everything on everywhere. So try to manage your money, you guys. Like, don't fuck up the real money. That's just to re-up. That is just not to spend and splurge. And I wish I would have knew that earlier in my lash tech, like the beginning stages, like to save and like, I fucked up my re-up money. I was really splurging and doing whatever, and I was just living life. But the re-up money is to re-up, invest, and put back into your business, you guys. So that's just, yeah. But don't get me wrong, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor once you set aside some money, and now you feel like you want to treat yourself now. Then separate the two, but never fuck up the real guys. So first question is, what makes you different from other lash techs? What makes me different is my sets. Like, you can see the difference. And I'm a mega lash tech. I feel like not a lot of people are mega lash techs, because some lash techs like the lashes classic or less dramatic. And I'm a dramatic lash tech girl. Like, I'm confident in my work. I'm confident in what I do, and it shows in my work, I feel like. And I don't compare myself to others. I don't get discouraged, and I just know, like, my work is phenomenal, like amazing. Because it is. It's really like, question, what made you start lashing? What made me, I started lashing like 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years now. And I was always like doing shit. Like, I used to sell bags, I used to do drinks, and I was just always doing stuff. So I was just sitting in college one day, and I'm just like, I gotta figure out the the next step to set, or like what's next, like on the list, like what's coming next. So first I wanted to make clothes, you guys, and I had everything sketched out on my phone. Like it was gonna say like bougie bando, and I had like everything mapped out already. And I'm just like, I don't know, I don't feel like I want to do that, because it was gonna be like a summertime merch, and that just wasn't what I wanted to do at the moment. So then I came up with, all right, I'm gonna start selling the eyelashes. But then I'm just like, selling eyelashes, I don't really want to do that. Everybody's doing that around me, and it's just like I feel like I'm not gonna make no type of money. But yeah, you guys, it just wasn't gonna, like, it wasn't gonna benefit me in any way. Like, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to take it to the next level, where I wanted to be like, okay, what's gonna take me here? Because selling lashes was gonna be like, but what's gonna take me, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was laying down one day, I'm just like, I should start doing eyelashes. Like, nobody around me was doing lashes. Nobody was even getting their eyelashes really done when I really first started. So I'm like, okay, I can start doing eyelashes. Like, that's different, and let me try to get into it. So then you guys, COVID hit. So after COVID hit, and it was just like, dang, everything is just like, nobody could really come get their eyelashes done, because it's like you gotta wear a mask, you gotta be isolated. So I was just like, okay, what am I about to do now? But then I was just like laying down one day. I was in the bed laying down, and I'm just like, I seen this girl, the girl that I actually went to get to learn classic eyelashes. Like, classic eyelashes is different from volume. So I went to her one day. No, she posted a flyer one day, and she was having a sale. It was like $400, I think. And I'm like, is this a sign? Like, I feel like this is my sign. I'm like, I'm about to take this class, because who you know that's having a class for $400? And I decided to book the class. Like, I took the class, and it was just up from there. It was just crazy from there. Like, clientele was going great. When I first started, I had a lot of support from like outsiders, and it was just going great, y'all. Like, I loved it there. But for what's the best trays for my wispy lashes, you guys, I am currently about to drop my own trays, but Trish Cosmetics still as well, so you guys can go purchase from her, and I soon drop my own trays, so stay tuned for that, you guys. And that's the end of this video. I hope I gave you guys some knowledge. I hope you guys learned a little bit from this video. If you want a part 2, comment down below and leave me a comment, you guys. I read and comment back to everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And again, I'm hosting a group class, $300, Long Island, New York. Deposits are $80, February 26th. The deadline will be February 11th. Don't miss it for my tricks and tips. You can see in my videos how my sets go, like, amazing. So you cannot beat that price. $300, you cannot beat that price. $80 deposit. Secure your spots right now. Go over to my Instagram. That will be linked down below. I'll put it down here as well. And meet me there. And I'll see you in the next video.